Well, everyone, I hope you've been patient long enough for a new feeding video. So this is the 91st feeding video in my series. The teas haven't been fed. Oh, I'm so ashamed to admit how long they've been last fed. But anyway, we're going to get started right away. So this video is being recorded at 11:51 p.m. So you're probably not going to see the video up till a day later when I have to edit it and stuff. Alright, so we're going to go in alphabetical order, and this feeding video is just going to be covering all the adults. And I got some 150 small crickets for the P. regalis and the Sancti Vincenti, which will be filmed on a separate day. Alright, first monster of the evening is Sasha, my Acanthoscurria brocklehursti, the giant white banded. Nice. Here's Derek, a male Acanthoscurria geniculata, the giant white knee. This avic usually hits like a ton of bricks. Avicularia laeta, the Puerto Rican Pinktoe, female. It's getting a lot larger now. Love that attack. Oh, here's a not too thrilled Avicularia urticans, the giant Peru Pinktoe. And just goes to show you that not all Avicularias are very docile. You can see her chlorocera spread open, sort of like in threat posture, not accepting food, so pretty good indication that she might be in pre-molt. Oh yeah, you can see the fangs. Not a happy avic. Alright, let's move on to my brachyes. See what they do. Here's Stacy, a big B albiceps female. Mexican gold red rump. Oh yes. Big old girl was hungry today. Here's a smaller one that I got from the expo this year. I think he grabbed it. Nice one. Alright, let's feed Claire, the newly molted Brachypelma auratum, the flame knee. Freshly molted. Okay, I don't think she's interested. And Leon finally molted, which is my male. Not interested. Strange. Looking pretty though. Oh, she's drop dead gorgeous. So this is Emilia, my Brachypelma emilia, the Mexican painted red leg. About 3-inch female. She's usually very hungry. Watch this. That a girl. She looks amazing with her dark triangle on her carapace. Nearly guaranteed to eat 100% of the time is my Brachypelma klaasi, the Mexican pink petunia, 5-inch female. Actually, let me go get her. Nice juicy one. There we go. What did I tell you? She loves it. One of my most beautiful spiders in my collection is Brachypelma smithi, the Mexican redknee, scarlet. That's my girl. Now let's see if Athena is ready to eat. She is my other female smithi. She's a lot larger than Scarlet. Okay. Oops, give her two. There she goes. And just look at the pretty colors on a newly molted smithi. Very stunning spider. And that's looking quite sharp, the freshly molted Brachypelma vagans, the Mexican Red Rump. I think she got the cricket. Yep, she did. Cool. Alright, so here is the newly molted Brachypelma verdezi, the Mexican rose gray that I didn't show in the previous video. Eats like a horse. Yeah, they look so much like the B. vagans, except you'll notice that his carapace is sort of like a bronze color. Females will develop a black triangle very similar to the emilia. Here is my Brachypelma hybrid, a Brachypelma vagans cross verdezi, also known as the Mexican fantasy tea. Alright, so let me find a super... I love the way she hunts. Very awesome looking species. And very friendly too. To the tea owners that requested me to list teas that are serious webbers other than the cyaneopubescens, I highly suggest getting this species right here. This is my Chilobrachys guanxiensis, also known as the Chinese Fawn. So this is Julin, a 4.5-inch female. And she's a pretty aggressive eater. There we go. So let's zoom in on her. See what she actually looks like. Nice. Here's Valencia, a very stunning Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens, the green bottle blue. Not hungry for supers. Or wait a minute, let's see. There we go. She got it. Here's Mystery, Citharacanthus livingstoni, or Phonopelma A.crinirufum. The Livingstone's tea. Good. Cryptopholus Ramsey, the Cuban Pygymy. Oh yeah, speaking of Ramsey, the new Hell's Kitchen season is starting. Monday, June 4th on 8 p.m. at Fox. A little promotion there. Man, she's getting huge. There we go. You can tell how healthy my specimen is. Love how these Critophilus eat. Voracious eaters with a super defensive temperament. Over here I have my Cyricosmus peresmilesi, a Bolivian dwarf, female. Ha! Loved it. Yeah, kind of a little trapdoor for you. Here's Philomena, the Volupus murinus, the skeleton. There she goes. Alright, I have a freshly molted Volupus rufescens, the burgundy skeleton. Molted a couple days ago, so I'm sure that he's ready to eat. And he did not disappoint me there. She can be a very scary beast. This one here is my Volupus udamen, the emerald skeleton, Esmeralda. Let's go 3 for 3 for the Volupus. She heard me. Yep, she did it for the good old papa. Here's Yasmin, hopefully gravid female, Eupalestris camprostratus, the pink super beauty. Look how plump she is. I just hope I have enough battery power left. No. Okay. Alright, fresh battery, fresh tea. This one here is the mature male E. camprostratus, Floyd, or Pink Floyd. He's more hungry than the female. Here's Wendy, my Grammostola pulchripes, Choco Goldme. I know this comes up probably over a dozen times. How to tell if your tarantula is in pre-molt. Well, this one is going to be molting very shortly. The way you tell is you look at the bald spotter over here. You can see that it's blackish. You have intense webbing around the area. The colors are not the brightest, and it's not going to eat. So whenever you see your tea with a big black bald spot, don't feed it until a week after it molts. Just so everyone's comfortable with that, because I do get tons of replies on pre-molt behavior, and that's just one of them. Here's Charlotte, the biggest G pulchripes I have. She's around 6 inches. She's a very, very chunky lady. Here's Peach, the last pulchripes female that I have. So let's see if she's gonna eat. Ooh, nice one. Yeah, getting as chunky as Charlotte. Just to think, she was half an inch in 2009. So that's around 3 years ago. Pretty fast growing of the genus. Now for my rosea. Let's see how they eat. Let's start off with Michaela, my normal form. Female. She's around 5.5 inches. Goes crazy for crickets. Alright, Talia, your turn. My other normal form, female. One of my hungriest ones. And she's gonna grab it. There we go. Here's Morris, my male red form rose hair sling. He's getting big now. And it's just as hungry. Here's Kina, a Huppleopus species Columbia large, the pumpkin patch. No way. Ha ha ha. Pumpkin patch rule. Wow, such pretty color too. I swear it kind of looks like a pokey a little bit. In my opinion, one of the best looking spiders that you can get in the hobby. I would definitely consider purchasing one if you find them. Well, Midna finally decided to make a little small burrow for herself. So, let's see how she feeds. It's a Haplopelma lividum, by the way. Acanthoscurria maculata, Togostarvis baboon. This is Grishina. She is my adult female. Was previously a mother. Yep, grab it gently. Here's Abby, Holotheli insi, the Trinidad olive. Oh, nice one. Yeah, I do believe that this is a mature female, which is a good sign. Here's Dora the Explorer, Lasiodora difficilis, the Brazilian fire red bird eater. Nice. Lasiodora klugi, the Bahia scarlet bird eater. Cool. Time for some Lasiodora parahybana now. So this is Goma, she's the smallest one. And here's Daisy. Here's a Linothele phallux, the Brazilian funnel web, or diplorid. Wow. Lightning fast. Here's Nadia, Nadu chromatus, the white striped bird eater. There we go. Took a little while. Nandu Colorado villosus, the Brazilian black and white. Nice job. And let's go for 3 for 3. Nandu tripepi, the giant strawberry blonde bird eater. This is Darius, a male. Around 3 inches. Yeah, I knew he was going to get it. Here's Big Jade, Pamphibedius antinus, the Bolivian stevie blue leg. Huge female, 7.5 inches. Or close to 7. The spawn from hell. From Cyaneopubescens, Haitian brown bird eater. There's Isabella, she's like a 5-inch female. Very nasty tea. and even nastier towards her food. Alright everyone, now my favorite genus of all times, the pokies. So right here is Charmaine, my Pygara, the ivory lowland ornamental. Amazing. I want to show you the colors of this specimen. Absolutely remarkable. Half-inch just almost 3.5 years ago. Very mellow and quite docile. But individuals do vary. Here's a P. fasciata, Sri Lankan ornamental. Reason to believe it's a male, according to his folio stripe. Got it. Suspect female, Poecilotheria hanamavila samica, the ramashworm ornamental. Now, I have reason to believe this is a female. As you can see, the folio stripe, how bright it is compared to the P. fasciata you saw earlier. And that's how I sex pokies dorsally. I don't think she's interested. Oh, the cricket's there, that's why. Yeah, maybe she is. Alright, here's Mia, P. metallica. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to see. Yeah, you can see the folio stripe in this one. It's so prominent. Indication it's a female. Yeah. Here's a P. Miranda, Bengal spotted ornamental. Nice. Love this one. Yeah, you can see the purple on her highlights. Yeah, she's due for a molt. The last molt that she did was back in Tarantula video 72, so quite a while. Yeah, she's big though. Raised her as a 1-inch sling 3 years ago. Here's a Poecilotheria pattersoni, the ghost ornamental. Suspect male. Here's one. Peru filata, Veslate ornamental. This is the one I named Sephora. Oh, he's hungry. Yep. Snatched it. Here's Allison, Poecilotheria smithi, the yellow-backed ornamental. Nice. Yeah, very female. Here's another nice pokey. This one here is a Tigrina weselli, the Wessel tiger ornamental. Sweet. Here's Trina, Samopolus cambridgei, Trinidad chevron. Ooh, she's pretty hungry. Let's see, she's gonna get it. Yeah, she's a monster. Nice color though. And if I talk softly, I apologize. It's 2:53 a.m. in the morning. So, that's some pure dedication to make a feeding video this late. Yeah, she's nice though. Alright, let's try a Samopos camera dry sling. Trinidad chevron. Alright, let's try to get this one to eat. Ooh, nice one. Nice dive, perfect 10. Yeah, this one's eating. And the middle one, I guess, is not interested. Alright. Here's Rosalina, Samopos pulcher, Penma blonde. Nice, she's a 4.5 inch mature female. OBT. For a split second there. Now you know that one's alive. Too cool. The most potent one I have as calcium. Feather-leg baboon. Cool looking specimen. Alright, Tegeus, female. Orange tree spider. Here's another female. Cool. Alright, this is the mother Tabnicinius Sancti Vincenti, St. Vincent's tree spider. Lisa. Grabbed it. And here's Armando's mature male. There we go, he's huge. Here's Gretel, Theraphosa sturmi, burgundy Goliath bird eater. She's a widow now. Yeah, she's eating healthy now. That's pretty good. Alright. Give you one more. That a girl. Doesn't look too bad. Brachypelma sinulum, the cobalt red rump. Smack down. Gotta love those Brachypelmas. Alright, last T. Sinithus emanus, the Colombian lesser black. Genesis. Never fails to amaze me. And here's the next morning. I should give you a little clip of Maggie. Hey Maggie. Oh, you're so cute. And here's Maggie in a pokey stance. She just loves it. Alright, so that's about it. So I do hope you enjoyed this extremely late feeding video, but better late than never. So it's up to 3 AM recording it. Right now I have work, then I have to go subbing, go back to more work, have tutoring, then I'll be editing the video for you guys. So I hope you enjoy this extremely cool and late feeding video, and thanks for watching. And on Friday evening I'm going to be feeding up those P. regalis and Tabnicinius Sancti Vincenti with those crickets here, small ones.